They'll be calling you radical. Kevin Blanch back to Fukushima. First off, John Oliver did this gig on his show. It's had hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube alone. This is exactly what we need. Thank you, thank you. It's brilliant, it's brilliant, it's brilliant. It goes into the whole dynamic, and I want to talk about it. Everybody needs to watch this, comment on it, you know, get him going. He's the first one, a comedian, a writer, anybody who's in the contemporary domain who's broke ranks on the nuclear thesis. He doesn't talk about Fukushima, but he's talking about, I want to talk about this on later. He goes into the 50s. 1982, I stood in Central Park. What happened? 1986, Chernobyl, and he talks about how we have been getting rid of them. Now, first off, John, I hope his people watch this. Number one, not only getting rid of them, that is international law. That is international law. Gorbachev, Reagan signed into international law. Megan Rice. They are not getting rid of them. The graph that you put up, yeah, it goes like this. You're right. This stuff's everywhere. There's 104 nuclear reactors in the United States. I use the number 252 because I taught right there in the number one school of business for years. Everybody's got leukemia. Run into the ex-finance chair there yesterday. He's all sucked up. I'm like, no. Yeah, leukemia, another one. It's off the hook. Got a call from an oncologist in California over the weekend. Had a long conversation. His leukemia unit is up 50% in 2 years. 50%. This is happening. This is on. The nuclear war is on. I want to get back to this. I was in Central Park in '82. 1.2 million. The massive protests were everywhere. Chernobyl happened. The IAEA, the nuclear cartel, the United spent $4 billion with a B in '86 on the cover-up. Is it the media's fault? Yes, absolutely. Without the fourth pillar, we have nothing. But as far as the primate study that just came out, that's a big study. Now, of course, it was done in the earlier days, and they wait to leak it out and took it out. John Goffman, 1090 rule. Berkeley, the head of the snake. That's how they play. That's how they work. I use the number 252 because I use all these storage facilities. They're all right. And he talks about almost. No, that's where you got it wrong. Not almost. We've had them. 350 open-air tests in Nevada test site. Human guinea pig, their own human rats. I'm one of them. I given 2 months to live 33 months ago is this fight, this epic war of mine. A real war. World War III. Today, 100th anniversary of World War I. I can get into that here too. But it was the money, the propaganda. Look, John, America doesn't give a shit. You're right. But know this, neither do the media or any of you. Megan Rice broke into Y12 at Oak Ridge, Tennessee. By law, they're supposed to be getting rid of them. They're not getting rid of them. I'll tell you how they're backdooring all this. They're backdooring international law. So you have a bomb which has, say, this much power. So they get rid of 10 of those bombs with this much power. Then they make one with this much. Just like when they wanted to hide inflation from you. So instead of jacking the price up, as the dollar goes from 60 cents or 80 cents to $1.60 in 2003, is we're bombarding and freaking using white phosphorus, nuclear weapons on their own thing. Just cut the portions. That's the games they play. That's the game. She broke in. Now we're spending Blackwater, whoever this private security scum is, you know, collateral damage 6.0.
Hi, I'm Bill Gates. You know, if we used our computers on all this now, you know, if you take out Fukushima and Chernobyl, we got a pretty good track record. Now, you know, my Windows 95 that I stole everything I got, Windows 2030 still won't even correct a capital spelled word.
That's what we're up against. Look, she broke in. The security, we spent billions, if not trillions, Patriot Act, gone amok on the security. She thought she'd be arrested, her and Greg and Michael, in minutes. In there for hours. I sat in the only media in the world, international media, the only was me. I held Mary Tuckler's hand. She's on the stand. Timothy, the prosecutor, they charged Megan Rice, an 84-5-year-old nun, New York City, makes the 9th page of the New York Times. She is the daughter of Dr. Rice. She is the daughter of Madeleine Rice. She is the protege of Martin Luther King. I will quote Mary Evelyn Tucker from Inside the Trial. Timothy had said, we all went, by the way, her day ever since Pete Seeger died that morning. Oh, Pete Seeger's people, as the spiritual pot lake the day before, I'm sitting in there as the great attorney. He says, everybody who's ever been arrested and done hard time for peaceful protests against the nuclear cartel, please stand up. I think there was 3 people sitting down. And these are elderly people. These are Pete's, they were, I mean, the greatest peace activists. I have plowshares. I cannot say enough about them. Mary Evelyn Tucker on the stand. Timothy had said, I find Megan Rice to be disingenuous. The most genuine person on earth, and I want John Oliver, all you guys to know, your writers, all you people out there, the greatest human rights activist in the world, sitting in a prison in Brooklyn right underneath your nose. I went to her jail cell. They wouldn't even let me see her. She's on Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. As I went over there eating a Walt Whitman sandwich. Megan Rice. Mary Evelyn Tucker glares down. She's a tall, sophisticated, brilliant, amazing activist, professor. She looks down at Timothy. She says, I was really taken back when you called Megan disingenuous. I've known Megan since I was a little girl. I've known Megan my whole life. You want to talk about the lineage of Gandhi? You want to talk the lineage of Martin Luther King? You want to talk the lineage of Nelson Mandela? Megan Rice is that lineage. You know, it was so powerful and I was so emotional in there. I was the only media there. Local media, yeah. They charged her as a terrorist and put her in prison. An 85-year-old peace activist loving nun. They're not getting rid of them. They're making more at Oak Ridge, Tennessee. The nuclear, and you're right, John. The freaking America doesn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. I thought when Fukushima happened, a piece of me was like, God. Part of me was happy Fukushima happened. The nuclear fucking nightmare is finally over before it kills us all. It's killing us now. What do these fucking people not understand about fucking leukemia, about autism, fucking death, cancer's off the fuck. Fukushima's fucking 1,240 something fucking days. Pouring in the Pacific, we had a nuclear nightmare. Winston Churchill. I believe that Americans don't give a shit unless it's 2 inches from their face back in World War I. If this isn't living proof, but I got news for you, Fukushima is in your fucking face. It's in your fucking bone marrow. The wind was blowing out. Been poured in the Pacific genocide is very real. It's on us all day. Cancer rights and say, oh, the CDC? CDC's prepping you. They tell you, 40 years and under, get ready for the cancer pandemic, they call it. We know factually, it's off our hospital, overflowing. Given I have AML de novo leukemia, given 3 months to live. Led the million mass manufacture, and I can prove it. As I did that speech in front of the White House, and I'm going off. Somebody catcalled when I started talking about Fukushima and says, oh, you can talk about aliens. That's how ignorant the American populace is about nuclearism. Thus, it's ignorance. It is ignorance. Thus, my movement posts ignorance. Thank you, John, for doing that. It's a brilliant piece. We need to go with this. I hope you stay on it. I hope you take this further and keep going, but understand this. There's 252 of these things, and we've had accidents. Whip had a leak. I was the one that reported that in the early days. Me and Dana and I, we reported that right off. Jan, Christina, all us vloggers and bloggers and artists and fighters, we've done this from day one with a central line hanging out of my fucking jugular vein. Fucking in critical condition. Fighting for my fucking life. Fighting for your life. Come on. Thank you. What he did is powerful. Wind it up a little fucking higher, motherfucker. Colin Powell, the liar that he is, he did say that. Weapons of mass destruction? Know this. They used white phosphorus on their own men in Fallujah, on their own Marines. There's a reason the Joint Chief of Staff was a Marine who broke ranks and exposed the fucking program. Obama propped up by Exelon. This is the one fucking issue that should galvanize us all. Black, white, gay, straight, old, young, American, non-American, all of it. This should galvanize every fucking one of us. But we have both parties that are against us. Now, Barbara Boxer in their office, I want you to watch that hearing. I mean, Barack Obama, fuck. I thought Bill Walmart Clinton was the greatest neocon fucking president we ever fucking had. Barack Obama passed him. How can they, I mean, they're bitching him as socialist. Fuck. He's not I mean, go drone some more fucking babies, again with nuclear, white phosphorus. What do you think's in those things? We're killing ourselves? Yeah, as he said, these accidents all over, almost, oh no, not almost. Already happened, 3/11/11. And you're right, gonna happen, it's only a matter of fucking time. I've used to lecture right there, all the time. Kevin, you keep saying this is gonna happen, where's it gonna happen? It's gonna happen in Diablo Canyon, it's gonna happen in South Africa, it's gonna happen in Japan. Geography. Let's think about it. Let's build a fucking nuclear reactor on fucking a major fault in California and name it the devil. These are sick sociopath fucking, this is, look up the fucking supplement. Look up the supplement to energy. Look how much you as the taxpayer feed the nuclear car. It's not clean. It's not fucking cost efficient, Price Anderson. It's not safe. It's not needed. Solar took the field a long time ago and fucking passed this up. Fuck, we want to have these conversations. This is 1972, this is 124. Consumption's dropped 40% in this fucking country because of solar. People already did it. It's a cash cow from hell. Patriot Act on a fucking muck. Megan Rice, Megan Rice, Megan Rice, Megan Rice. Hello. Where was all the fucking meeting? Where's everybody? Is it taking these people this fucking long? He's right. No one gives a fuck. Yeah. Yeah, you'll give a fuck when the doctor says, I'm sorry. We've done everything we do. You have 2 months to fucking live. And that conversation, I sit with it. I hear it over and over. These cancers aren't fucking your mother's cancers. Yet they are your mother's cancers. As he said, the oncologist had a long conversation with me. He says, Kevin, they're more aggressive, they're fucking stronger, and it's on. Not going to happen. The main event happened. Thank you, John. I loved it. Everybody watch this and give him support on this. Make comments on that and go to him and hopefully he can keep going with it. We need people like this. Stand tuned.